All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's a quick thing we're gonna do today, tablet and pin time. You know, I made some mistakes. I screwed up. I got too many escrows coming and not enough people. I call them my soldiers, by the way. So today what we get to do is play the game. It's basically live, have a question or two, ask it right away. Now that's me having fun with you. Now I'm gonna say no pictures or recording in the beginning, because why? There's gonna be a time I'm gonna say, get out your cell phone. I want you to take pictures of someone counts the most. So let's understand something today as we play this game. Now, for me, I accomplished my goals. I don't have an excuse. I don't follow a bunch of what I call ding-dongs. I just learned how to play the game to win. There's me in 1981. Highest kick, fastest kick on planet Earth. So when you hear some ding-dong say white man can't jump, well, guess what? When you hold the record, that's kind of silly to me. Now, I like goodies. You like goodies? Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and mansions. Huntington Harbor, Big Bear, Havasu. I obtained it. Why haven't you? Now let's understand today. Winning the game of business is a system I created 49 years ago, because I got my first million at 14 and a half, first billion at 21, and 2.6 billion at 26. In 2009, 3.7 billion through corporate structure, of course. So today we're going to talk about winning the game of business. Let's do a couple things. Number one, most people sit like a duck. Not you, of course. What do? Here's the thing. Let's pretend today, and I'm going to be a little direct so hopefully you can understand that. If you had a no shit day, week, month, or year. I lost my job. What do I do? Here's the problem with most of you. What did you do? You jacked up your credit. You dropped your score, got stuck, couldn't get it anymore. And then you drug that shitty credit for 3 years more. Stop it. All cards fluctuate, but these two don't. See, I want to get you a 750 score. That's the ultimate goal. So let's understand. Every time we go through something, it's always 8 months. 8 months when you have a problem. But if you make the credit worse because you screwed it up on you, then you have that problem for 3 to 6 years. What do we get to do? It's very simple. So understand. First of all, we're going to take all the credit you have. We're going to analyze it. I'm going to take my dashboards that has 62 million of credit. Here's 12 million. Got it? What are we going to do? I'm going to take your credit cards that you have, add it to my dashboard, and I'm going to pump them up. I'm going to make them grow bigger, bigger, bigger to 5,000, 10,000, 50,000 each. Next thing we're going to do is very simple. We're going to analyze you. I'm going to take your personal credit, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, and I'm going to analyze it myself personally. I've done this for 50 million people, by the way. So what are we going to do? I'm going to tell you exactly how I take your 627 to an 828. Now, all right, guess what we're going to do? We're going to teach you how to play the game to win. See, the ultimate goal for all of us is to understand rules and tools. Problem when you did is you listened to a bunch of silly people as far as I'm concerned. Now we're going to do one thing. We're going to get 100,000 of personal credit. This is a 50,000 card. Would you like 2 of these? Here's the thing. I need you to write it down. I want to get you 100,000 of personal credit. Then you're going to use 29% rule, because I created that when I was training Ken Yarborough, TRW, and Experian. You see, when you took it past 29%, you got stuck, couldn't get it anymore. There's what you did. You see, your credit should have a sticky in the back of the card. 10,000 on a card, you only spend $2,100. When you spend more, crash. So let's understand. 100,000 credit, what does it do? $29,000 of credit, so that's the average debt people are in. And then we basically get these 2 cards. You know what we need? 71,000 of safety credit. Because every time you have a no shit day, week, month, or year, you kick your assets and bring the pain home. Stop bringing the pain home. Next we have to do is cut out all the crap that you spend money on. You spend $50 every other day, they say. $50 every other day, and you kind of waste it away. That's $700 a month. If I spend $5,000 on one of these cards today, the payment's $50 a month. You could actually finance your American dream, write it all off. You could basically, what, pay tax or have a Lamborghini. Pay tax, have a spaceship. You watch other people do this all the time. Isn't it time we play the game to win? Now, you need a corporation, listen carefully, because I know you probably have one. Good for you. All right, what happens? Well, I got a corporation right here, I got an LLC, C Corp. Stop. Your corporation will absorb all money and expense up to $3 to $5 million. LLC is a C Corp, you're going to turn them to S under the IRS code 1244 because I said so. That's if you want to get to million to billion. That's up to you. So what are we going to do? 100,000 credit. Let's go to the board. You ready to write it down? Follow me. See if you can keep up. Kind of fun. We're going to take a corporation, we're going to create a corporate umbrella, and we're going to have divisions. Write down the words division process and create the line of defense. Let's say we had 3 houses. We have 3 tenants. We have 3 people that can hurt us and bring the pain home unless you have a line of defense. All these experts in real estate think you're doing it wrong anyway, in my opinion. I'm going to give the experts in 2008. These people were just being stupid. Crash? No, they did stated income and countrywide kind of crap. So what we're going to do is my way. Now, understand a corporation, if you named it after you, that's called dumb. If you name what it does, that's double dumb. And you go, bottom line is one thing. Corporation has to be a management company. Managing divisions. Your banks bankrupt locations, so do your cities, your grocery stores. They don't bring the pain home like you. $100,000 in credit. Here's $100,000 on a card. Here's a Wells Fargo. It's a $150. How much would you like? So what do? We can take one card, listen carefully, and we can daisy chain it into 99 more cards. That means every division can have 100,000 credit as well, even up to $1 million. So the problem, most of you, probably all of you, you brought the pain home because what did you do? You didn't know the rules and tools how to play the game. That's up to you. You didn't research the guy that's been around for over 49 years, number and control worldwide, and basically helped set up the credit system in the first place and to help you. By the way, that's me. So what do we get to do? Let's turn around and let's do a business. I talk to people all the time. I want to run a business, Ray. Stop. I always did what's called boring and steady. It's in my books 49 years ago. Boring, steady, boring, steady. See, we're going to buy a storage unit. Would you like to be a part of it? Here's my problem. I have an oh shit day right now. Oh shit. Even for me. You see, I have lined up so many escrows in the near future, I'm short 2 people right now. Short. Not in height, but in the money. So what do we get to do? We get to partner together if you want to, and this is where you kind of get discounts today because I got a problem. I need more soldiers out there playing the game with me. So if you want to play with a storage unit, I'll go buy it with you for you, and we're going to put it through an escrow so no one can screw anybody out of money. Come on, your friends and family, someone screwed you up too. You probably knocked yourself on the ground as well. Escrows clear everything to make entitlement of ownership. If we get in basically storage unit together and we split $17,350 a month, would that be okay? Through a division process? And you absorb the money and then you can decide what your income should be? And then you can learn to break even? That's kind of the goal, is that okay? If we repackage ourselves. Now understand, before you're laid off or fired, you might want to hire yourself to the corporation and learn to do it the right way. Because we all have, no matter how much money we have, an oh shit day, week, month, or years. So we have to plan the problem. Write down, plan the problem. Problem you have is you didn't plan the problem. Let's think. It takes 38 steps to reach a goal. That's it. We got to hear something 8 times to master it and do it again and again. And somebody's got to answer our questions for us. That's the ultimate goal. Answer the questions. So what we should do is understand auto income. I don't know. By the time I got a T-Weaker junior high, they tested me. I got a recall, almost total recall. IQ of 203 and right with both hands and talk at the same time too. When I was a kid, they said I was retarded. I just thought they were stupid. But you know, I didn't go to high school. I was going to East Coast College, dropped my Lamborghini. What were you doing? At 17 and a half, I went to this event for payphones, bought 10 of them. Then I bought all the routes because they were complaining about them because they only made $300 a month. 22,000 was $6.6 million a month. Is that okay? Then I had my 19 houses. And they told me I couldn't number 20. What the hell? What the problem? These ding-dongs said I couldn't do more. I transferred to my divisions process, freed up my loan to value problem, and got more and more and more. See, these ding-dongs are, I'd call stupid people in 2008. If they used the division process, we wouldn't have had the bubble that burst. They wouldn't have been liars. Buyers are liars and stated income kind of crap. What are we going to do? Write it down. You partner with me, I guarantee you $10,000 a month if you do what you're told. Then we get to 50, then 100,000. Auto income, third-party management. You're not going to run a business. You're going to become the bank. Ray's way of life is simple. What did I do? My next series is basically the Millionaires Founders Kit. You know, I sold it at the Bonavitcher downtown Los Angeles for 32 years, being the second largest advertiser in California. Having fun like you. If you want, back then it was $5,000 a set. Here's a way that I wrote it for one book per month. So at the end of a year, we have what? A full proof, all right, blueprint for success. My TV show at the time too. Blueprint for success. See, I wanted to write call it Books for Dummies, but that was already taken. So we got choices today. The goal for you is to understand and repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. I want to rebuild you personally, and I want to invite you to my classes that I have up to 6 days a week with no excuses. I'm going to put you in check, but it's going to be up to you to follow through. I hope you listen and learn too. We're going to play like Humpty Dumpty. I'm going to rebuild you. Now, the investment group that I have, going public in about a year and a half, could be worth about $10 billion. You got three choices. Write it down. Come on, write it down. I'm the expert when it comes to auto income because I created and invented it. We're going to write down you do, we do, I do. Write it down. Come on. You do it all. I'll teach you to get your business to millions. No problem. 30% of people want that. The other says we do it together. I'll be a CFO and attorney in fact. Now, if you want, I'll do all the work for you. So you do, we do, I do. You see, the bottom line is how to get you through the process because you're 45 to 75 years old and you're sitting there going, me. You screwed up. You know you did. You brought the pain home. You know you did that too. But you didn't listen to the rules and tools how to play to win. That's where I come in. Take a picture, please. Here's Linda, a client of mine, literally since 1986. I made her a millionaire 5 damn times. Yes, me. Helping her get there, getting past go. So let's understand what Linda did recently. Recently, she bought this Hyatt hotel in Texas. What did she do? We packaged it through the divisions, profit and nonprofit, working in conjunction. Now, when Linda started working with me in 1986, it was pretty simple. She spent $2,000. It was $26 on the card, $26. See, if you spend $50 or $5,000 today on this card, it's $50 a month. So you could actually take away your excuses because what most people have. See, since you've been ripped off by friends and family, you kind of screwed up yourself, you're afraid to pull the trigger and spend some money. But if I'm doing all the damn work for you, what can you lose? You can't lose a thing unless you don't follow through. So let's do this. Let's think about what we can do today. Here's that Hyatt. Now, again, she called it the Blueprint Apartments. Linda, I think she got it from me. What do you think? Everybody's out there using Blueprint now. Now, when they say basically financial freedom, they better put the financial freedom because the other guy got in trouble, even when he used cash flow fee per time. So what do? We're going to partner up if you want to. I have an oh shit day today, this whole week. Why? Because I've lined up more escrows than I have solders and people. I'm short 2 in the next group. I need 2 of you to get serious today, and to partner with me if you want to. If you don't, then just get out of the way because somebody will. See, the goal is to get through the escrows. And what's going to happen is you're corporate division, so we're going to play the game to win. So let's do this. It's called winning the what? Game of business. We get to play my way for a while. Let's think something today. Banks, bankrupt locations call their branch numbers. They take the assets and wipe out the debt. Cities do. All right, or basically cities. They even file a Chapter 9 bankruptcy. Grocery stores do. See, your problem is you didn't realize you had 3 divisions for you. 3 divisions of you can make sure you don't bring the pain home too. But what did you do? You went, you didn't know any better. That's the excuse I hear every day. We can look at Sam's Club, Walmart, we can look at Geico, we can look at cities. Your first goal for you is simple. Stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look behind that curtain every time. Every time we want to look behind that curtain and find, okay, how can we do something? How can we learn to master it? That's the ultimate goal. So let's think. Let's write down what I've done since I was a little kid. All right, see it, believe it, go get it. Everything I see, I believe, and I go get it since I was about 4 years old. By the way, it all comes true. I make hundreds and millions and billions of dollars through corporate structure for you and people. Would you like to play? I'm also the incorporator for rich and famous people, too. Over 3,000 people you know on TV and the movies, they're my clients. Lakers, Clippers, Dodgers, and Angels as well. Here's chapter 18. Let's focus on this today. Most of you think your corporation protects you. It does not. It was not set up that way. Corporations were set up by the Supreme Court saying it's a legal person. Okay, that's it. See, I'm a flesh, ow, ow, ow. You bring the pain home, ow, ow, ow. Corporation's got a corporate umbrella. But if they sue the corp, they sue you. So what does it say here? A corporation's a legal person. Now understand, I was 7.5 years old because I got to be with Mrs. Hope, she-devil from hell, from 3.5 to 9.5 years old. So what I do, I listen to the poker game. Poker game she has, and she always said, he's the little shit in the corner. Don't talk to that little shit. She called me shit. Isn't that nice to tell a 3-year-old boy, 7-year-old boy, 9-year-old boy? She was a she-devil from hell. But you know what they said? A corporation's a legal person. I was curious. Were you ever curious? I rode my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department the next day. Library next door. Man, what does this mean? Man, what does it mean? She was rude too. She came back 5 minutes later. Here's a microphone. Here's the book. I read the book. Went to the library for 2 years. I wanted out of hell. You know, so I was motivated. So what did I do? Well, I started Helping Hand Industries. That's right. So understand, Helping Hand Industries, I started it when I was 9.5, cost me $10. Same corp today would be $30. Let's watch Subway, Bank of America, US Bank, Wells Fargo, Albertsons, Sam's Club, Chase. What do? They bankrupt locations and write it up on their taxes. Well, you sit there bringing the damn pain home. Why don't you learn to play? See, a tax ID and a division, we could actually separate liability if we want to. So that means if we have a bad division here or a bad tenant, and this tenant wants to slip, fall, and sue us and screw us up, we have 3 steps. Right down the 3-step, okay? We could disconnect, isolate, incorporate, and throw the bad piece away. Right now, if they sue the corp, they sue you. And if you don't believe that, and if someone tells you it's not true, put them online with me. You see, you're the voice for the corporation. The corporation can't talk. So Helping Hand Industries, you know what happened? 9.5 years old, they got $100,000 of credit cards in the mail. Everybody got credit cards in the mail without applying back then. Personal and business. I got named in the movie Dave. That was fun. Then I got sued. Yep. Can you imagine? A 12.5 years old kid gets sued in a lawsuit. Me. See, I used the word Braille for the Braille Institution. I didn't realize they owned the name in the trade name Cherokee and Copyright. I wasn't licensed to use it, so I was pulled into court. See, I had to learn not to bring the pain home. You bring it home because you don't bother to look around you at all the things you're doing, because I think most things are wrong. See, I think you're all wrong and I'm right. How's that? I'd like to repackage it my way. You think the corporation protects you. Let's think. You pierce your own corporate veil. The moment you sign the lease of a car or finance, you sign the lease of a building or even a credit card. So that means, hypothetically, if you filed a bankruptcy for the corporation under the Federal Protection Act. Now, I'm here to be CPA attorney. That's just public record. They bankrupt the corp and they come get you. You might as well walk around going quack, quack, I'm a sheep, I'm a duck. Wah. But again, that's what you had to realize. So when I was training Ken Yarbrough, him and I in '87 wrote a book called File Segregation. Now he was security chief at TRW and Experian, also CID in the past, and even President Nixon's bodyguard. So what do? He says, Ray, I don't like your divisions. They take 3 to 6 months. So what? I get a legitimate file published and a tax ID from the IRS. That follows tax ID. Tax ID builds credit reports. So you can build as much as you want to if you choose to, and you can go get $10 million too, if not more. But again, it's a choice. So understand, winning the game of business. Here's things I want you to write down. You ready? Your corporation should only do 4 things. That's it, 4. Buffer tax, no taxes until we're profitable. Okay. Corporate credit, that's a damn write-off. Interest rate credit card. You've been stealing from your family, all right, credit and everything that you've been doing all your life, bringing the pain home. Let's play my way for a while. Is that okay? Because I think your way sucks, in my opinion. Just it's what it is. So we get the car at fleet price. We get the free buffet at the hotel. Now, your divisions have 7 things they get to do. Line of defense, they're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, separate credit reports, and separate liability for real estate. One of those tenants can slip and fall and sue you and screw you up. It only takes one turd, or well, I was going to say shithead, but I can't say that out loud, to hurt you. So what? I can't say that out loud. So we create a line of defense. Debt follows tax ID, and tax ID builds credit reports. Kind of like you do for your SSN. What do we have to do? Well, Danny screwed up. What can I say? Danny and I have been partnering since 1989. We got this apartment complex, 64 units. I bought it through a division, not the court because that'd be stupid. I guarantee there's a division of me. I wouldn't do it for me personally, SSN. And then Danny forgot to do the divisions in time. See, we want to put a division in place for every tenant so we can become the bank and separate liability. So if you want to play my way, you can. So what do? Let's think. How many divisions do I need? I don't know. See, you have to figure out what you want to do for you. If you say you just want $100,000 card and you want to go get 9 more, then you need 9 divisions. So what you daisy chain to each one. If you say you want 9 Wendy's restaurants or storage unit or laundromat or car wash, you need 9 divisions for that. So again, 9 would be 18. Let's think. In my system years ago, literally, about 38 years ago, division process, it was created in 85, 86. 9, 18, 18, 36, 36, 72. So many to get credit, so many for locations. An apartment complex is going to need 72. Got it? But it's going to be up to you. Now, one of the things I did in my programs, and I always showed this years and years ago for decades, here's a corp, here's a division, 3, 2, and 1 more. These are called subdivisions, okay? So that helped me create up to $16 million of credit. Would that be good? See, your problem is money, and if I gave you $1 million today, you'd piss it away because you don't know how to play with it anyway. You don't know how to make it grow and make it come back. Winning the game of business. So I'd like to get you 2 AmeriExpress cards, personal and business. Let's remember, they don't fluctuate. All of the cards do. Your problem is you jacked up the wrong damn card, brought the paint home, and you sit there going, beep, 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 it's about it. You screwed up and brought the paint home. You never had to. And the only excuse I ever hear is, I didn't know any better, Ray. You didn't do your damn research. That's your problem. That's on you. Here's AmeriExpress offering me 99 more cards for the Ray Reynolds University. That's $100 million if you know how to play. Manageable debt. $100,000 of personal, auto income, and $1 million of corporate credit. Then we leverage the money. Leverage the money and more money. A reference of 3 times 5. We get to play the game and win. Let's think today, if you partner with me, what would we do? Well, first of all, we'd be on the phone every other week. Then I'm going to make you a list. You're going to check it twice. We know you've been naughty or nice, and you're going to do what I tell you to do. We're going to take the corporate credit. We're going to use it because why? Borrow money is not taxable. We're going to go buy that fourplex, apartment complex, or we're going to buy the Wendy's, the Jack in the Box, or the storage units. Auto income ran by third party. I don't want to run the damn business. I'm having too much fun helping you. That's the goal. So do you want to be a millionaire? Answer the question truthfully. Oh, yeah, I do. That's called stupid. Sorry. You don't want to be a millionaire. You want to have a millionaire corporation. How do you receive money? I'm sorry, these people on TikTok, YouTube, and Google, I'm rich. Look at my yacht. Look at my bank account. Blah, 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 blah. I'd like to put his assets on stage or just spin kick him to get him to shut up. And the other ones who copy, most of my clients anyway. All right, they're not rich. That's called BS. See, their corporations could be rich. All right, maybe that's why he's been indicted twice and sued 19 times. Who knows? Maybe he ought to shut up. Why don't you think? If we take a corporation with 9 divisions, we can go get 1 million of credit. Ooh. Would you like 9 locations of a Wendy's, storage unit, laundromat, how about properties, apartment complex? See, this is how we make money. That way we can afford the honey. Today, I'm short 2 people for my next group of 10. I need 2 of you. I screwed up. Going too fast, they have to kind of play catch up. And that's what Mama Tomato told Baby Tomato when she turned around. She said, catch up. Get it? We got some fun. So understand, 100,000 of credit today is usually 10 grand. They want 8,000 bucks at the office. Wow. If you did it now, that's today. No excuses. It is $4,999. It's 5 grand, 50% off. Because I'm short too. I need you to get the money so we can go get the honey. Next thing is very simple. If you Zelle during this here presentation, all right, you save another 10%. I want to put you on check today because I don't have any time to play. I got short 2 people because people, what? They weren't ready to play when they said they were. So if you Zelled right now, $4,999, you save 10%. Take 10% off the top and Zelle now. Now, I want you to have $100,000 of personal and business. That's $200,000 on credit. So if you would Zelle today for that 200,000. It's simple. My Zelles are $15,000 a day and $60,000 a month on all the Zelles that I have. So you could play, or you can actually do payments for a couple of days. No excuses. $6,999 if you want 200,000 personal business, and if you Zelle, it's a 10% discount today. No excuses. If you just want 50 based on your budget, it's $29.99. That's right. You save half off that too. If we want to start small, we only want 25,000. Okay, no problem. 25,000, they're going to go crazy. This is $999. If it was Zelle today, you save another $100. But that's today, not tomorrow, not next week. And that doesn't mean you get to do it an hour from now. It's now, or forget it. So again, what do you get to do? Now understand, because I'm going to show you Zelle in a minute, take a picture. If I set up a division, I have two choices on my dashboards that I developed in 1987, okay, when I'm training in Yarborough. Dashboard allows history or basically inquiry. You did everything based on inquiry. If I add 2,000 of history to a dashboard, give me a name of a person, corporation, or division. That's right. Then I can set up Experian, TransUnion, Equifax business reports under tax ID. Once we obtain the credit to the corporation, we'll want to daisy chain it to the divisions, daisy chain. That's what we want to do. Then we're going to ask for separate billing. See, every entity should finance itself. So let's understand today. The office is going to offer you 3, 9, and 12 divisions. Your choice is, do you want credit or without it? So take that picture right now. You got it right now? Because I'm short 2 people and I need to get them today. Way before tomorrow. I need it now. Not next week, not yesterday, not the day before. All right, not next, again, what do we do today? I'm going to give you the first 2 people who do this, 9 divisions at $999, like $100 a piece. It's a giveaway. We don't make a dime. So I'm going to give you the 9 divisions you need to turn it into what? $1 million of credit as we daisy chain credit. That'll take away your excuses. If you think about you're wanting to do more than just say, Wendy's or some apartment complex, you're going to need more divisions. You're going to need about the 72. Take a picture right there. Here's 9, 18, 36, and 72. This is Zelle only. Okay, very simple. Zelle, or forget it. At that price, it has to be Zelle. And if you Zelle, you save 10%. It was $999. You save $100. So that's $900. So it's like now. Here's your Zelle. Take a picture. Ray at rrfsllc.com. All right, and you put CW on the code because that's the way you did it. You bought it through a web, and I got that extra discount. That way no one questions it. Now what happens next, if you need to call the office now during this presentation, 800-254-9506. They will charge you a 5% if you use a credit card. But again, that's the way you get to play the game with me. The goal is to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. So what do we get to do? Number 1, you should have brought people to this webinar with you on the Zoom or basically Google or YouTube or all the things you're doing today. Why? I would have paid you 10%. You could have made $1,000 today. You could have made $1,000 of store credit, or I would have Zelled you right away. Well, what did you do? It's about it. We got to stop this stuff. It's called make a friend, make a buck. You can help other people just like I want to help you, but it's your choice. Today, we write down today's date. We go after things every day. In 90 days, you got a 750 score if you do what you're told. If you do what you're told. Now, me, I'm always going to say, always good. As a little boy being used and abused, nobody paid attention. I was just a piece of shit for Mrs. Hope. You know what they'd ask? They'd be nosy. How you doing, little boy? Always good. Thank you, Jesus. I don't let somebody steal my peace. That's been my signature all my life. You got choices. We're going to play Boring and Steady, which was in my series 49 years ago. Get out your cell phone. I'll tell you when to take your picture. We're going to take a corporation, maybe the one you have, and we're going to take and go get 9 more cards. We're going to build $1 million of credit. I'm going to guide you every other week. We're going to be on that phone and have some more fun. Then each division is going to have a multiple function. Your parent company become the bank and the what? Puppet master, and you're going to basically what? Create auto income. Let's take our picture now. Understand now. So what's going to happen? When you see these other events out there about motivation, blah, 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 you're going to see the word the financial freedom. Because every time they use it without the word the, I get to go get them. Isn't that fun? So what do we get to do? You take your picture now. Now what happens is very simple. If you want to partner with me, I need to give you $100,000 credit. It'll cost you $25,000, $50, $75 into an escrow. I'd say take it off of a card. Or maybe the card or line of credit. But again, it's up to you. I'd like to get you both of those as well so you make an intelligent decision. What do we get to do? Win the game of business. So let's think today. Here's my biggest problem. Some of you, like Mike here, all right, Lewis here, all right, Bill, Joanne, and Katie, you're dragging your feet. You're pissing me off. I can't say that out loud, can I? So what I decided this last week is, or because I'm waiting for them to get average balance and blah, 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 stop it. I'm just going to do it under my corporate and do a division of them. So we're going to use my bank, my corps, my credit cards, my average balance is hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the ink cards too. And if you want to get the fast track program, you call Santos on his private number. But you better be a partner with me first. If not, forget it. All right, so guess what we get to do? Blueprint shoot. Here's the blueprint. You and I on the phone. You and your partner of life on the phone with me. We're going to ask some questions. My questions will be, all right, past, present, and future. It'll be good, bad, and ugly. Do you have a bankruptcy or tax problem in the past? Did you mess up a Chase and American Express card so they don't forgive? Then we're going to ask about family, corporation, divisions, and then we're going to talk about irrevocable trust. We're going to plan to live. We're going to plan to die. We're going to talk about your house and your car. Auto income. In my system 49 years ago, page 6, paragraph 3. We're going to create auto income and pay it over time, and we're going to have cash flow for you per time. A blueprint call with me is $2,000. If you did it while you're on the webinar now, you could have a price of $9.99. This is how you save some money. I've not got a paycheck for 35 years. I don't get a commission. So if you did it now, you get to save half price. If you partner with me, all right, if you wanted 10% on that, you could take 10% off that as well. But if you partner with me, it's actually free. Free. You like free? But again, what are we going to do? We're going to take the form that has been modified 5 times, because in '84, I didn't want to pay franchise tax fee for all my locations of Shakey's, 31 flavors, and Subways, and shopping and all this stuff, because it would have cost me $100,000 a month, $1.2 million in California. So I asked, can I create a form or modify when they said yes. They approved it in all 50 states. Wow. Now understand something, all right? It used to say husband and wife and partner. That's it. Your division of your corporation will be 4A. One of my corporations, the division will be 4. We will administrate the escrow. You get to watch and be part of all of it. Nobody can screw you up, screw you out of anything, because the only thing you got to do is follow through. Can you do that? So what happens is simple. Would you like 25, 50, or 75% of something? And that's how it works. Now, I've been partnering with people since 1987. I make millionaires and billionaires, so if you want to join, I'm too short today. That's it. I want to finish my next group. I don't want to slow down, but again, I'm going too fast, I guess. So what do I get to do? So 2 of you today get to play with me if you want to. But if you don't play, then I just say, go away, talk to the specialist in the office, and just basically what? Up, and away as fast as you can. Here's the blueprint. Here's the rules and tools and the steps. Take a picture. What you're going to find out when we close an escrow, you're not going to get that $8,000 to $10,000 right away. You're going to probably get half of it, because we're going to build a reserve for 6 months. We tell you this up front. You get a certificate of ownership, like a deed of trust. So you own a piece of it. So the reality is nobody can hurt you besides you. That's how you get to the $10,000, $100,000 a month. There's the goal. Do you want to join an escrow? How bad do you want to join? I get people say, I want to do that, I want to partner with Ray. Then they sit there going, this is where you step up, you understand something, and you get ready to play and be serious about it. Because looky-loos, go home, leave me alone. So again, I don't have enough soldiers, enough clients right now into this program, next one. So what it is basically a call every other week with me. And we have summits all the time. This is a boot camp. You're stuck with me, and it's $23,000. That's right, you make payments. You make payments, and that's what you can do. If you pay in full, you get a 10% discount. Today, 2 of you, 2 only, because when you get to 2 more, and that's it, and close out the last group, all right, they're going to say, sorry, you missed out. You missed out. They're going to tell that right to your face or right on that phone. It is $10,000. It's half price today. Half price to get the last 2. And from there, if you Zelle, Zelle, okay? You save 10% on that too. That's $1,000 if you did it now. No excuses. But if you don't do it, you blew it. There's your Zelle. There's the office phone number, 800-254-9506. Got no excuses. No excuses for you too. To be a puppet master, very simple. Shaq's a puppet master. All right, Mr. Buffett's a puppet master. He's got his 100 companies and plus. Even though he stepped down, he's telling people what to do. So what do? I'm the person who started the puppet master system in the first place, and this is auto income. You see 2 buildings and 2 cars part of the car collection. By the way, that's 1,013 divisions, by the way. So if you want to win the game of business, you can play with me. The Ray Reynolds University. Wow, we got up to $1 million a day. That was kind of fun. Your problem with you is, what did you do? Honey, we're going to start a business. You're sitting at the kitchen table with your friends and family. Oh, goody. We're going to jack up the credit. We're going to drop the score. We're going to get stuck and bring no more. And we're going to hawk our house and be stupid. Well, that's what you did. If you have shitty credit, you didn't pay attention. There's your own damn fault. You're going to learn to play my way because you're going to win. And you never bring the pain home ever again. So what do we get to do? Plan the problem, safety credit, line of defense. Write it down. There's our goal. When I helped set up the system, I created this 25-29% rule. All cards fluctuate and pass 30%. But if you keep it 25%, 29%, these are the ones you would max out. Because there's unlimited up to $1 million. Paid overtime limit as well. That's how you maintain 750 score. So understand, all cards what? Fluctuate. What do? Simple. Gold and platinums do not. So that's how you maintain 750, by the way. Now, if you would have known that a long time ago, I don't think you'd have shitty credit today. So what do we get to do? We get to play. Plan the problem. Analytical750.com. You're going to be a member of this too, because I said so. Because why? They give all 3 agencies. So what we're going to do is understand something today. Okay? I need Experian.com for Chase personal and business cards. Credit Karma needs to be fired. They have no phone number to help you anyway. They don't have Experian. So I need you to listen and learn, because I need to pop those credit too, because there's usually no interest up to 22 months. So there's a reason I say that. Here's the 10 steps for 750, by the way. If you listen and learn, you get to play. So Analytica wants to fire Credit Karma. That's what I want to do the commercial for them too. I want them to call you every 46 days. That's right, on the phone. I want them to analyze you the first time for free, and I want them to charge you $25 a month. Then I want them to show you all 3 agencies and tell you exactly what you need to do every 46 days till you get to 750 score. They're going to bug you. Isn't that fun? From there, it happens if the faster you sell $25 today, you get to do one thing. You get to be onboarded right away. Usually 2 or 3 days. Don't try the same day, please. Okay, we have some specialists that are kind of pushy. All right, it's 2 or 3 days. It's okay to wait because you get on the schedule. All right, now the next thing they're going to do is very simple. They're going to basically analyze Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, Business, and Dun & Bradstreet. See, we have their app. Their app's coming out. They're going to help everybody from personal business and have to play the game to analyze everything. And then I get to be help my time helping them, because what do I get to do? Very simple. I get to coach them and donate my time because I want to change the world. You want to help me change the world? So that's at $25. Zelle today, or call the office at 800-254-9506. My old shit day. That was one I had in 2009. We check out one of my yachts in the backyard with a group of 72 people. Someone had a virus. They didn't tell anybody. I get to be in a coma the next day. Kind of sucks. 2011, I'm out of coma. Everything's gone. They stole it. It's all gone. $3.7 billion is structured. What did I do? Well, I got my wife and my kids in the car. We got nowhere to go. Simple. I turned around, took my 3 divisions of me, built $1 million of credit, bought my wife an extreme house. Why do you stay down? Well, you don't have to. Now, take a picture if you want to say a good review about me about Yelp. If you don't like me, leave me the friggin' alone, okay? Because not everybody likes me and everybody likes you. So we got some choices today. You see, I had 12 turds in the bowl hurt me last year, so I sued them each for $100 million. Sorry, when they lie, I got to sue them and squish them like a bug. So tell the truth, because if you screw up my program, that's on you. I help anybody, even if the devil stood here today. So understand something. Dun & Bradstreet, OPM, other people's money, and we're going to do one thing. Take a picture now. See, you can take supply credit, turn it into cash. So if you're backed in your corner because you jacked up all your cards, here's a way to find that solution too. We get to take, understand, the green Spark, 100,000 or 2 at 30. The Spark's the only card that shows up on personal file. All other business cards don't show up at all. We basically get that 160 times 9, there's $1 million, is it not? How about the B of A 3 cards? How about the Wells Fargo? How about the Inks 5 cards? How about the gold card? So we got choices to play this game. That's up to $5 million. Now understand the banks, they want you to have a 2-year corp and 2-year divisions. If not, they're not going to hand you a line of credit. Here's my 5 favorite for lines of credit. That's called checkbook money, and that's up to $5.4 million. So we get some money, we can build up to $10 million of credit and finance the American dream and write it all off on our taxes and go buy a spaceship or a Lamborghini, and that's what they do. That's what I did. What did you do? Simple. We get to play. Today, if you want basically a mini coaching, that's one blueprint call, another one, $10,000 of credit, it's $19.99. The office sells it for $4,000. If you Zelled it, you save 10%. Got it so far? I want to motivate you today because we don't usually offer that at all. If you want 6 weeks of coaching for $25,000, it's $4,000. If you Zelled today, you save another 10%. There's the goal. If you want personal coaching for your business, has nothing to do with partnering, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, call the office. They'll work out something to give you 50, 100 to 200,000 in credit. They'll customize a program for you. What I offer today is a Zell, or call the office right away. You don't get the discount if you don't do Zell. If you basically use a card, don't be surprised they charge you 5% more. What is our goal? Look behind the curtain every day. We have to dissect this. The good thing is I'm online for you 6 days a week. Saturday, you should join my 6 classes and have fun with me too. But again, it's going to be up to you. Today, you're here, so I'm going to give you those classes for free. I would say stay safe, stay strong. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. We got choices today. So let's understand what I offer now, and I need 2 right away. Don't take tomorrow, next week. It says now or forget it, period. Okay? If you don't want to be partnered up, that's up to you. You want to finance it, deal with your specialists. But there are 2 that get $10,000 in a discount. It was done now. I would call 800-254-9506 right away. So the ultimate goal at the end of the day, very simple to say, all right, do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And understand, God loves us all. Still too long.